So TJ's working on getting his list written out, and
Gracie's going to keep you entertained until I do.
yes, so we were thinking about having a little bit of a format to the show, even though we like to just chat. We'd like to keep our chats organized for you viewers. So,
Grandma, Ma.
Grandma and Mama, we don't want you to get confused, Lolita. So, we're gonna try to start out with just what's happening in our personal lives, which sometimes won't be too much because we work a 9 to 5, so life looks kind of the same every day sometimes. And then we will go into, this is in no particular order right now. Then we're going to have a time where we talk about pop culture, which will probably be most of what we talk about.
Almost all mine are pop culture.
Yeah. And then once again, I just want to reiterate that this podcast, I hope you're enjoying it, but we are making it for ourselves.
Period.
But if you feel inspired or entertained, we're so glad that you're watching. And we're sorry for our at-home quality, but we are our production company. You're looking at it.
And in that vein, I guess, even though it is just for us, if anybody, even if it's just family member, watches it and you want us to talk about something, put it in the comment. That would give us so much more things to talk about.
Yes.
So if you have anything that you want us to discuss, put it in there.
Yes, and we would love to have guests. I've always liked podcasts that just talk to all types of different people. So we're going to have, so far on the docket, we have my dad who wants to come on and talk about how he likes to be creative, and TJ's mom, who is a retired detective.
I was cutting into one of mine.
Oh, what?
Parents on the pod.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we'll get more into that later on.
Okay.
In our topics.
So you want to go back? So I'll start with one of yours, and then you do one of mine, or you want me to do all of yours and then just, or you think back and forth is better?
Let's do back and forth, okay. But let's start with our weeks. What's happened since our last episode?
Okay, you start.
Okay, well, I turned 31.
Woo!
On the a few days ago.
Uh-huh.
And I just love being in my 30s. I feel like it's so much better than my 20s.
I agree with that, honestly. 20s just felt like, not like, because if you are in your 20s, it's not like you don't know what's going on, but even when I knew what was going on, I didn't have the stability or like whatever to do what I wanted to do. Like I didn't have it in me yet. Like I didn't have like the foundation of it, you know?
Yeah, and
just life.
And it was so fun. Like my 20s were fun. They were tumultuous but fun. But I just feel like I have more stability now, which maybe I could have had in my 20s if I would have gotten it together a little bit better, but I don't know. Yeah, and we have better, not that we are rich, but
right,
we have better resources to be able to do more things that we want to do.
I am by no means rich, but the 20-year-old me would have thought I was rich.
Yes. And what else? So anyways, I turned 31. I had a family party with my grandparents and my parents and my little brothers. And then today we went to the pottery place to paint some pottery, and we had a nice Mexican food dinner.
We did. And now we're podcasting.
Can't
get better than that.
And in between that, I went to work and Bible study, and that's about it.
All right. And we'll have this to look back on next year for your birthday.
Yes.
You can reflect. Cat really wants to join us.
Toulouse is in the room, people.
Okay, my week was literally so boring. So last weekend, we haven't filmed since last weekend. So last weekend I did go with my cousin to a friend's play, and we watched Into the Woods. That was cool. It was actually surprisingly good. Like it's a Collaborations Players is what it's called, and I guess they're like a new group of like actors, and they're from all over Central Indiana, but they don't have like a home location yet, so they just move around. And so this one was in Greenwood, like near my cousin's house. So yeah, I went to that, and they're good. It was at a church, but it's not like always gonna be at a church. They're just looking for like a home theater. And then I went to work, and I went on a couple hikes. I love to hike. I went to a nature trail near my house, and then that's pretty much it. And then I went out with Gracie today for her birthday.
Sounds fun.
And it's also another friend of my birthday today.
Oh yeah, shout out to our other friends whose birthday it is today.
Yes, Jamarius.
All right.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jamarius.
Mm-hmm. Okay, So let's start with.
We're going to get into our notes app topics.
Okay. Olivia TMZ video.
Oh, okay. So this is, I wanted to talk about her getting paparazzi'd on a date with this new man. I forget who he is. He's from some band.
Okay.
But it was just so cute. And I just feel like, do you think it would be, she looked very happy in the video, but she looked embarrassed. Like she was laughing. They were both laughing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, if I was that famous, would I be like embarrassed of the paparazzi on a date? Or would I feel like, yeah, I'm famous?
I feel like I would probably be embarrassed, especially with her because she had just like such a public relationship recently. So I feel like it'd kind of be awkward. But also, everyone always say this. I mean, I don't know what the date looked like because I didn't see the TMZ video, but they could have just been friends or like, because you think he's from a band too. They could have been like working on something together.
Yeah, it just looked. I hate
Looked
to be
like a
that
couple.
person, but it looked.
It
a
looked
little
like
bit,
more than that.
Yeah, but I could be wrong because she did just get out of that relationship. Which, speaking of that song,
Drop Dead.
Drop Dead dropped last week,
Mm-hmm.
and it has been on repeat since. It's so good.
It is so good, and I really, I don't know about why, but I feel like there's a hate train starting against her right now, and I don't like it because I'm like, what are we talking about? Because they were talking like bad about the video because it was in the Palace of Versailles, and I guess no one's been like given approval to film a music video there since like the 70s, I think.
So sorry that you're not Olivia Rodrigo.
Well, yeah, and then they gave it to her, and then everybody was making fun of it, and they were like, because I guess she released like alternative videos other than just the main one.
Yeah.
And one of them was just like an iPhone video or something. And they're like, you have an opportunity to film in the Palace of Versailles and you're filming Apple like iTunes videos. And I was like, she's 21 years old. That's what 21-year-olds do. Like that's how they film media. Like it's
Yeah, and that's
ages.
trendy right now.
Right.
I literally saw a filter the other day that was like, it was like an Instagram ad and it was like, download this app for an iPhone 6 filter vibe.
Yeah, everybody likes the retro look.
Yeah, which iPhone 6K.
Right.
But
well, I never even had an iPhone until like 10.
Yeah.
I feel.
Oh, I thought you were saying age 10. I was like, what?
No, until like iPhone 10.
Yeah. My first one was a 5. But still, it's just like funny that that's like a filter on an app now.
Yeah. But anyway, I don't like the hate train towards her because I get it with some people who are like constantly putting out music. Obviously, people are gonna get tired of them. Just like Taylor Swift, they'll start talking crap about her or whatever. I'm like, fine, she's here constantly, so I get it. But she's been away for like 4 years.
Yeah,
Olivia has, so it's not like you're tired of her.
Since
so, what are you complaining about? Just let people enjoy.
I don't know why people just have something they can never just like her, and I don't understand. And they're like, Olivia Rodrigo's fan base is like teenage girls, which like yeah, but also no. Like I know a lot of people that are like
I'm not a teenage girl.
Yeah, I'm not a teenage girl, and I know some other people that are not teenage girls that love Olivia Rodrigo. So,
and plus, that's always what they say about like Taylor Swift too. They're like, "Oh, it's just teenage girls listening." Okay, one, that's not true. Two, even if it was, who cares? Is it somehow wrong for teenage girls to have somebody to look up to? Like that's fine. Even if teenage girls was the only people listening to Olivia Rodrigo, like good, like that means they have somebody to look up to that like takes care and like what they write and like expressing their feelings and communicating relationship advice and stuff like that. Like it's not a bad thing, even if it was. It's not true, but even if it was, who cares?
Yeah, and like, but then everybody's all about Justin Bieber, and it's like, who is his primary audience?
Exactly.
Well, was not anymore, but.
And they only say that as a negative thing, like, oh, only like little girls listen to him. I can't name a single artist where people are like, oh, that's just music for little boys. There's not one. There's not one. They say little girls because they mean it derogatory.
Yeah. Yes, that's so true.
But there's no one that's like, oh, their primary audience is just little boys. There are people like that, probably like, I don't know who, but no one uses that as like a diss.
That's so true. Who do little boys listen to?
I don't know. I would assume like Ed Sheeran or something. I don't know.
Well, my brothers listen to Smoke Dope 2016 and Netspin, so.
Right.
But I guess they're not little boys.
Probably listen to like NBA Youngboy or something.
Lil Peep.
Right. I don't know, but I don't like that.
All right, let me see what your first topic is. Okay, Coachella week 2, Justin versus Sabrina. We're going to talk about Bieberchella.
Okay. So this was another situation that I didn't like. Not me on my like feminist tirade, but like the comparisons between Justin Bieber and Sabrina in week 2. I didn't notice them as bad as week 1, but maybe I just didn't like read as many articles or whatever. But I was reading this like Rolling Stone article, and it was talking about how Justin Bieber was like the most viewed person in Coachella history. He made more money. He got paid $10 million for his set, which is the most ever. Before that, it was like 8 million. I think that was just like Lady Gaga and Beyonce. And literally, when I watched, and nothing's wrong with Justin Bieber. I'm not personally like a big fan of him, but he has a great voice. He's very talented. But in his production, it was literally mainly just him on stage with like his computer. And so when you were and people were talking how great he was, and Rolling Stone said he was the best headlining act of Coachella. The other headlining acts were all women, so like Sabrina Carpenter and who was it? Carol G was the other one, or
I'm not sure who the other one was.
Anyway, I watched both of their sets, and both of them have like expansive, like theatrical sets with like costume changes and 100 background performers and like scenery and stuff that moves and just choreography and all these things. And I'm like, it just seems so much easier for guys.
But isn't that just like the theme of life? Like, one thing about me, I am not a feminist, I'll tell you that. But there are definitely trends to point out. Like, I just feel like it's easier to be a dude in general. Like, not that it's easy, but it's easier. It's easier to get up in the morning and take a shower and put some product in your hair and move along.
True.
It's you don't have to give birth. You don't have to go through menopause or have a period every month.
Yeah.
And so I do agree with that. But I think it's also like what we expect. Like, as a society, unless you're like in a boy band like the Backstreet Boys or something, like we expect, like, let's say, I'm not a fan, but like Kanye West, like he just stands on a stage with a screen.
Yeah.
But like Ariana Grande's out there with the moon behind her and a bunch of background dancers. So I completely understand where you're coming from, but also like,
what do we expect?
Yeah. I think people just like to have something to say. Nobody can just be like, that was good. Sabrina was great and Justin was great.
Yeah.
But Gen Z just has to come in and be like, well, what about this?
Yeah. I don't know. I just was like, when I was reading that, and I was like, he's getting paid $2 million more than Beyonce or Lady Gaga for, and I mean, he's obviously not to be mean or anything, he's obviously not putting back into his performance because he's not paying background dancers, he's not paying people to change out the sets or whatever. So
that is true.
Where's it going? You know,
to Baby Jack.
I guess
he's a father.
He did bring out Billie Eilish.
That was cool. Do you think that she was drunk? Or she was just like overwhelmed?
I think she's overwhelmed because there was that other video of him like meeting her, not when he was performing, but it was at Coachella and they were in the same like pit together. She did the exact same thing where she was like collapsing on the ground. That's, I guess, been her idol like her whole life, so I get it. That'd be me if I met certain people.
Yeah, for sure. I was feeling like kind of how you said about how like he didn't have to do anything and it was just kind of like lazy is what I thought at first. But then as I thought about it more, I'm like, it was kind of like a nod to his beginnings because like he was discovered on YouTube and like him becoming famous in like the early 2010s was like such a time for like those viral videos and stuff. So it was kind of just like a nod to his younger self and to like our nostalgia of that time, I feel like. And also he's been through so like he literally, I read one thing where it was like he gave us his childhood. He doesn't have to give us a full production. But like, whatever. I know he's been through a lot, and it was probably really nerve-wracking for him to get up there and do that. So
yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, I would be, I'm sure, way worse off than he is if I was in it. Like he's gone through so much. But I don't know. I just feel like
Sabrina's production, she should have been paid at least the same.
And I feel like a lot of people, not to minimize it, I mean, he has given us his childhood, and if he doesn't want to perform, he doesn't have to. But like, so has Miley Cyrus, so has Demi Lovato, so has Selena Gomez, so has Taylor Swift. Like, they're still expected to do something.
Yeah. What about Selena Gomez?
What about Selena Gomez? What about Selena Gomez kissing Benny Blanco's dirty feet on camera? By the way, don't look at my feet if you can see them. I wore slides today, so my feet are just out. But anyway, so that was my... Oh, and at weekend 2, randomly, she wasn't announced and she wasn't at weekend 1, but they gave Casey Musgraves a set on weekend 2.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and so she has a new album coming out next week, and she performed pretty much the whole album, I think.
Wait, also within Coachella, Addison Rae brought out Olivia Rodrigo, which was so cute.
Yes, and who else? She brought out somebody else, like a dancer. Was it Maddie Ziegler?
Oh yeah,
That was cute too. Yeah, I like both of those. I love Olivia Rodrigo's style.
me too. Sometimes I like get on Pinterest and try to recreate her outfits, and I'm like, it's not the same because it's just like fits her body so well.
Right. I can't recreate any of it, but okay. Let me see.
I wonder how tall she is.
I feel like she's average, like 5'7", maybe 5'8".
Yeah.
That's just a guess, though. Okay. Deuteronomy 22:22 states, if a man is discovered committing adultery with another man's wife, both the man and the woman must be put to death to eliminate evil from Israel.
Oh, that's so funny. I thought it was going to be like some inspirational verse.
Kill them all.
I just thought that was so funny. Like, if a man is caught cheating on his wife, they both have to die, which honestly, please kill me if my husband cheats on me, and please kill him because he committed a abominable crime.
If a man is discovered committing adultery with another man's wife, both the man and the woman, so the man in this instance, the cheater, isn't married.
Oh,
but the woman is
the
married,
woman's having an affair. I read it wrong.
Then they both need to be killed.
Well, honestly, good.
Kill everybody.
Just kill them all. I don't know. It's Old Testament law that was based on their culture, and Jesus came to pay it all. So
yeah, it's like an eye for eye back then.
Yeah. So you don't have to kill anybody anymore, but
but don't.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a quick one.
Next we have Casey Musgraves.
Casey Musgraves, briefly touched on already, but Casey Musgraves performed at Coachella's this past weekend. And have you heard any of her new stuff, like Dry Spell or anything like that?
No.
Okay. Her new stuff I am very excited about because I loved her first 3 albums, and then her last 2 were all like okay, but not my favorite. But this one, the new album, is called Middle of Nowhere. All the stuff that she performed at Coachella sounds a lot like her old album, so I'm very excited about that. It's definitely like older school, like country, it feels like.
I'll have to listen and report back.
Mm-hmm. What else was I going to say about Casey Musgraves?
Something about Coachella?
Else. I'll circle back around if I remember.
I would love to go to Coachella with a brand.
I don't know, Coach. I thought I would have loved to go to Coachella, but I feel like Coachella. I feel like all of the like people that I've seen talk about this year were talking about how horrible it was. How not the performances, but like the fans were dead. Nobody was cheering at any of the things hardly, other than like the front row. Everybody was just trying to get content and like film. I was like, it's not what I want.
Yeah, that's true. I felt. Hello. I heard that they oversold.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm sure it was very crowded. And, like, the music festival that we went to when we were young in Vegas this year, and the bands were great, but it was way too crowded. Like, they should not have let that many people in. So, I feel like if they were to just sell less tickets, it would be a way more enjoyable experience.
It would be more enjoyable, but they're obviously just going to sell as many tickets as people will buy because they want to make as much money as possible.
Yeah.
Especially with, like, Coachella is, like, annual. It's once a year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Almost twice a year, I guess. It's 2 weekends, but
I don't know. I just would like to go for the experience.
I would too. We should go.
I heard it's like $3,000 for GA.
We shouldn't go. Yeah,
I would car camp though. I feel like that would be all right.
Well, I don't know. They said it's like 100 degrees and stuff. Like I would die trying to sleep in a car.
They just like everything you have to do there is such a schlep.
Yeah.
Like it's not just like walk into the venue. It's like
maybe we shouldn't do it.
That's why I said I would like to go with a brand.
Yeah, that would be different. Like Poosh.
Yeah.
Did you see their stuff this year?
Yes, and Starbucks had a content house this year.
That would be nice too. I would Starbucks, Poosh, reach out. Come on the pod.
I was a certified coffee master at Starbucks for 6 years. Let me in.
Literally just got Starbucks this morning, so I think you can pay me back.
I pay about $3,000 to Starbucks every year, so.
Let's go to just Harry.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe the time has come.
Do you want to say, should that be our big finale? You got something important?
You haven't heard?
Maybe I have. Is it possible?
Harry Styles could possibly
Yes, I have
be
heard.
engaged.
Honestly, I like him with Zoe Kravitz. I think it's a good couple.
I agree. I am happy for him, but also I just never even had that as a possibility in my mind
Yeah, that
that
is
he
kind of
would be
crazy.
married one day.
I honestly, I'm fine with it because I'm fine with it. I'll allow it, Harry. Like it's fine.
I'll get through it.
Right? No. I think it makes more sense because for whatever reason, I have no reason to hate, but I did not like him with Olivia. What's the older woman that he's with? Olivia.
Oh yeah, that was weird.
What's her name? Wilde. Olivia Wilde.
Yeah.
I didn't like that.
He's always been into older women.
Yeah, I didn't like that. So it was like once he got away from her and started dating like somebody I liked, and it's not that I don't like Olivia Wilde. I just thought that was weird. I didn't like it because she had just got out of the relationship with Jason Sudeikis, or maybe was still married to him, and then she had just had a kid, and it was like a weird. And then she got with him by casting him in the movie she was directing. I don't know. It just seemed weird. All of it seemed weird. But
A little predatory.
yeah, it seemed a little off. A 30-year-old man. But yes, it did because she was like 10 years older than him, I think. But I do like Zoe Kravitz.
Their style together is so cute, and also their kids,
Gorgeous.
models.
Yeah, Zoe Kravitz is one of the most beautiful like face structures in the world.
And you know Taylor Swift's gonna be at the wedding.
That is so awkward.
I know.
Could you imagine like her friends always date her exes? I feel like multiple of them.
Yeah, well, it's because they're all like in that weird Hollywood like circle where there's everybody's dating like Austin Butler, Madeline Klein, like.
Yeah, I feel like that was another weird thing because they just had a movie come out together, but during like the past 6 months, I feel like everybody was saying that Zoe Kravitz was dating Austin Butler when they were promoting that movie.
Because we're right before her and Harry Styles were seen for the first time. I'm pretty sure she was seen with Austin Butler like the weekend before, which like maybe she's just dating, whatever. But obviously, Harry freaking Styles, like she locked it down.
It's not too late yet. They're not married yet.
I know, but
wow. Was Harry Styles always like your 1D crush?
No, I was a Niall girl, 100%.
Okay. Is Niall married?
No, but close to it. He's not really like, I don't know why. I always thought Harry was like the cutest, but for some reason I was just like so into blondes, and everybody liked Harry, so I just wanted to be like different. So I liked Niall, and like all the shirts I have and stuff are Niall. But Harry is just like, what do you even mean? Every single era that he's in, it's like you think he can't pull off some other look or get hotter, and it's like he does.
I feel like did you watch him on SNL?
Yeah. That was a little icky.
Yeah, I was like, what's happening here?
I like it when he's mysterious.
What are you doing here, Harry? But I feel like everybody's just like that anymore. Did you see Zayn for his new album rollout? He just had an album come out like last week too.
No, but there's some drama happening with him.
I know. I saw that. Punching.
Oh no, what?
Okay. So two things. In his new album, he has this song where he's talking about being bisexual, like hooking up with guys and girls.
Oh.
And everybody was like, interesting. And then I guess he had also signed on to do this like Netflix documentary thing with Louis. And I guess they were filming and they got in a fight and he punched him in the face, and Louis and Louis' sister like unfollowed him on Instagram. So everybody's like, oh, it for sure happened. And Netflix released a statement, said they're no longer filming.
I knew about that, but I didn't know about the punch. That makes me so sad because I feel like they all realized to squash the beef when Liam passed away. So I was really happy when I found out that they were collabing. But Zayn has always had a little bit of a
temper.
Yeah.
In all these interviews too, when he was getting ready for his album release, he was talking about Gigi. He said about her, he was like, oh, I definitely had something with Gigi, but I don't think I was ever in love with her. I'm like, that is the mother of your child. You're with for years.
And
He's
your
like,
kid's going to see that one day.
Yeah, he was saying, like, I don't know if I've ever really even been in love. He's like, I definitely, like, had something with her, but I don't even know what it was. was
Which,
like,
like, that's okay to
oh,
feel that way, but you don't need to tell the whole world.
right. Don't do it in your album promo where your kid can watch it. That's weird.
Yeah, that was Zayn. So, like, I had this best friend in high school. We loved One Direction together, and Zayn was her favorite. So I always liked him because of that. But then when he was the one to leave, I was just like in the middle of a tour, like, bro.
I was always a Taylor fan, so I like Zayn the best because they collaborated.
Oh yeah.
It was like period. And I guess she had the falling out with Harry. Taylor did whenever they broke up. Now they're cool, obviously, but yeah. So I always just like Zayn better.
Well, have you heard that video of him where he gets all mad and he's like, "Get out of here, bruv!
No,
What are you doing, bruv?"
no, bruv. Okay, well, that was our
One Direction
One
recap.
Direction recap.
Sorry to all my
2010 throwback.
condolences to all my sisters out there. Parents on the pod. Theoretical question mark from article.
Okay. Well, let's talk about parents on the pod first, and then I'll circle back to the article.
Okay.
So I think you already
P on the
mentioned
P.
Parents on pod. Parents on pod. I feel like you mentioned it already at the beginning, but my mom wants to come on, your dad wants to come on. I think it's a good idea. I think it would be fun just to have everybody anybody that from our family or friends or anybody that wants to. I think we should have everybody on.
Yeah, my grandma will get on here and yap.
I think that'd be so cute.
Me too.
I would love it.
Me too. Yeah, my dad is retired basically. He has like a part-time job, but he's retired and he loves to like garden and do creative things. So he wants to come on as Jim the Creative. And then like I said, TJ's mom is retired law enforcement, so that's like my favorite thing to talk about. I listen to cop podcasts and body cam all day long. So I will have lots of questions for her.
She has so many stories too. She's written like 3 books about cases that she solved. She was a detective for a while. And then she was also a coroner for a while. She's done everything, but it would be interesting, and your dad's would be interesting too, just to hear what he wants to talk about and like his life experiences. You remember when on the Kardashians, whenever they always did like they had a name for it, but it was like basically like a memory video of like they always asked like MJ questions and just recorded her things.
I've done that with my grandma.
I
It's
did
called
that
a
too.
legacy video.
Yes. I downloaded like a questionnaire from online. It was like 100 questions to ask somebody and record. And I literally sat with my grandma for like 2 hours and asked her all those questions and recorded it.
We should do that for each other, and then we could see what our answers would be in 30 years.
We should do that. But I was going to say we could also have questions like that. We could, I guess, kind of like interview them,
Yeah, I would like to redo my grandma's because it was at Michael and I's apartment and was not a cute background.
This is her home.
This is my home. My marital home.
Background. Marital home.
One day it will be my marital home.
I was like, is there something I don't know? Was I not
invited
to a wedding?
To Harry Styles.
It's me. I am Zoe Kravitz.
I am Hannah Montana.
Take off the wig. It was me the whole time.
And we're going to Coachella next year.
Because I'm opening act.
As my husband.
Truly.
Okay.
Anyway, so parents on the pod. And then the theatrical part, or the theoretical part of that, I was reading this article and I thought it was kind of like, when I say reading an article, I mean watching a video on YouTube. So
absolutely.
A
reel, a TikTok.
Yeah, nobody's watching or reading an article in 2026. And it was talking about just like a theoretical question. If you were exactly who you were or are right now, and you're back in high school and your parents were the same age, do you think you would be friends with them in high school? Now it's hard to say because you love them and you know them and they birthed you and you respect them for all that. But if you just literally tried to think of who they were in high school, do you think you'd be friends?
I've thought about this before, and not that I wouldn't want to be their friend, but my mom was like popular, outgoing. I was not, so I feel like probably we wouldn't have been like enemies, but I don't think we would have been like hanging out. And I don't really know. I might have been friends with my dad.
Okay. I think I would have been I think I probably would have been friends with my mom, because my mom's best friend from when she was growing up was my Aunt Tammy. Like she wasn't really my aunt, but you met her, and she always like reminded me of myself. Like we had the same like political opinions and same like everything. She was just very similar to me.
Yeah.
And since that's who my mom chose as her best friend, I just always assumed that me and her would get along too. And my dad, I don't know. I feel like maybe not. Just because he was like into sports and like on all the sports teams and I wasn't playing. I mean, I did play sports, I
Yeah,
guess,
just
but
like different
just
interests.
different. So maybe
Yeah.
I would have been down.
Right. Like
Dad,
I would have
hit me up.
Yeah. Mom,
Slide a note
let's
in the
be
locker.
friends.
Yeah.
I've recently, since last podcast, I knew before that I thought that aliens were a little bit demonic. But since the last podcast, I've listened to this sermon where this guy was talking about, or this pastor was talking about how in the Bible, Satan is referred to as something like the ruler of the air or the ruler of the sky or something like that. And basically, there's just like all this evidence in the Bible that like if there were aliens, it would not be of God. So I'm cool on the aliens.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like flying demons.
Yeah, me
just
either.
like outer space demons.
Oh, the other thing was like anybody that has had a claims that they've been abducted by aliens, it's always goes back to like a religious, like whatever the aliens were trying to communicate to them or like whatever they did to them, it's very like a religious connotation, and it's always like questioning God basically. So
yeah, I don't like the ideas of aliens. Not that I mean if they're the same thing, but aliens for whatever reason kind of like creeps me out more than even like demons.
yeah.
But if they are demons, then that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think just because so many people claim to see aliens, they seem more like real. Demons, you don't really. I mean, in movies and stuff, you hear people say like demon possessions, but you don't hear. I don't know anybody that says they see demons.
Yeah. I feel like because I mean even the Bible says that like demons are very deceitful and they show up in things that like what you wouldn't think.
Like what?
Just anything. Like they can take any form. Which so can angels. So it's like I saw this. Okay, speaking of angels, there's a verse that says God's talking about angels and he's like, and I will send them without wings. So like basically you won't know that they're angels sometimes.
The cats.
Yes. Like, oh my gosh. It's so true. I saw that verse plastered over a picture of a cat and I'm like, I mean, I'm not going to claim that my cats are like godly heavenly beings, but like
we don't know that. Could be.
I feel like I couldn't fully understand the love. I still can't, will never be able to understand the love that God has for me. But I felt like I understood it a little bit more once I got them.
I mean, you never know. I think it could be.
Yeah.
Angels. I feel like, I don't even remember who it was, but there was somebody in church one time who was like, there's a lot of things, and I know it shouldn't, but there's a lot of things in church that scared me when I was little, like religious good stuff. Like there was this woman telling a story about how, I don't know what kind of testimony she was giving, but she was like talking about how she was laying in bed and she woke up and she literally was just like, couldn't move, but like it was good. Like she just felt warm and like comfortable and happy and everything was just like being put into her. And then like an angel was in the corner of her room started talking to her. I was like, I don't want that. That would scare me to death. Well, I mean, anything popping up in my room and no, I just can't do it. I don't want that.
I just can't.
I just can't do it.
Well, every time an angel appears in the Bible, one of the first things that's said is "Do not be afraid." And people, every time they see Jesus, or like, I don't know about every time they see an angel, but every time that God or Jesus is like seen, nobody's ever seen God. Every time Jesus is seen in like the form of like not just him as a human,
mm-hmm.
It says people fall on their face.
Mm-hmm. I would have a heart attack.
If it's meant to be, we want it because you would get through it. If he planned it, you would be fine.
I mean, if you want me to, I'll do it. But like, if it's up to me,
if very it's up to terrifying.
Me, I'm not asking. Yeah, that's terrifying. That's terrifying.
Because like, that's just first of all, it's scary because you don't know what's going on, and there's somebody in your room at night or during the day, whatever. And second of all, that's God. That's Jesus. Like, what do you mean?
It's so scary. It's so scary. But I know it's good.
Yeah.
And I know what she was saying. Like it was. She didn't feel fear. It was all like happy, like
love.
It was just poured into her.
Yeah.
So I probably wouldn't. It seems scary, but if you're feeling that, yeah, the thought of it is scary.
Yeah, that's like, people that say that they see, which I don't believe that this can be real, but like people that say that they see their grandparents or whatever standing at the end of their bed,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, and they're like, but I was so happy because I know it was him telling me he's okay. I'm like, don't,
Yeah, don't come.
don't.
Me too. Like my dad, my brother, like loved you guys, but like don't come back. Don't tell me anything. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't want it.
Yeah.
I would die. I would literally die of a heart attack.
Sleep paralysis is like one of my biggest fears. Like,
Yeah.
I really can't think
I
about
am
it.
so glad I've never had that. Have you had that?
I've had dreams where like I know that I'm in a dream
Mm-hmm.
and I'm trying to get myself out of it and I'm trying to like scream and stuff. And my mom has told me that I've like moaned in my sleep
Yeah.
because I'm trying to like scream and I cannot open my eyes and I cannot open my mouth. And it's very scary. But like actual sleep paralysis, no, not where I'm like in my bed awake
And can't
being
move
like,
your
I
body.
can't move. One of my old friends
Mm-hmm.
used to have sleep paralysis and he would say that he would see this man at the end of his bed in a top hat, okay, with long hair. Then, oh, I have goosebumps talking about it right now. Ew, I don't even want to talk about this in my house. But then TikTok became a thing. So he told me that in like when we first met in like 2013, whatever.
Uh-huh.
TikTok becomes a thing and it's like all these people talking about seeing that same man
Uh-huh.
during their sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
That's the devil.
Yeah, I've heard of that too. But remember when I told you about the girl I was hanging out with in college and her little brother was at her apartment? Do you remember this at all?
No, wait, and the dishwasher closed or something?
Oh no, that was that was a ghost and it was on film on that one or something. I
I
don't know
just
if
want
it
to
was
say that
this.
I rebuke any bad
Yes.
spirits that want to be in here right now.
Right.
The Jesus Christ
This
is
is
here.
Jesus' home.
Yeah,
He is in both of us. Don't follow me. Don't talk to me.
not in my
Don't.
marital home.
Absolutely not. But no, I was in college or whatever, and I was over at this girl's house, and we were just hanging out. But her little brother, she had like a 6-year-old brother, but he was staying with her that weekend in the dorms or whatever. So we were hanging out in the front room and talking or whatever, and the kid was in the bedroom, supposed to be asleep, but he came in there and was like, I need you or whatever. And then she was like, okay. And then she put him back in bed, and then he came back a second time, and then she took him into the kitchen, and I could hear him talking, and he was like, he followed me here.
Ew, I can't listen to the rest of the story. I gotta sleep here alone tonight.
Well, okay.
No, you can keep going. I'm sorry. I'm really scared though.
And she was like talking to him about talking to him, and she was like, no, it's just like you're having a nightmare, and you're just seeing it because you're used to seeing it. Like it's just in your mind, so it's gonna follow you wherever you go if you are scared of it, you know. So just it's not real or whatever. And then went. He didn't go back in there. He went and got his bed and slept behind the couch while we were talking. And she was like telling me about it, about what I was like, what was going on with that. She was like, he's having nightmares, and she was like, he's like seen this thing his whole life, and it stands on the edge of his bed.
Ew, TJ, I can't.
And you want me to keep going?
And it had a top hat at the end.
No, it didn't have a top hat.
Okay, what?
He was like deformed, and he called him the Crooked Man. And he said he was like S-shaped, like he had scoliosis or something, basically. And he was just like an old man that was like, and they called him the Crooked Man, and he would stand on the edge of his bed and watch him sleep. That's terrifying.
That is terrifying. What? Oh my gosh, I'm like sweating. Oh my gosh, I'm literally tonight when he leaves, I'm shutting every window before he leaves. My bed will be prepared, and I'll be locking the door and running to it.
But I think it was just that little boy, because I was terrified of that once I heard it, and that's been 15 years ago. Nothing has ever happened. God's got us.
That's right.
God's got us.
That's right.
We're not scared of anything because God's got us.
I'm not scared of nothing.
Crooked Man,
Get out.
Away. Get out. You're not allowed in here. But anyway, so yeah, the Crooked Man has been in my brain since that experience.
Yeah, that reminds me of this. There used to be this show when I was little called Urban Legends.
Oh yeah.
And there was this one about this man that dressed up as an old woman with a shopping bag, but in his shopping bag he would have like a kill kit, like a knife, a rope, duct tape. And he would go to like department stores and be like, oh, I'm sorry, honey, I can't get my door open. Like, can you help me?
Mm-hmm.
And he dressed up, he put this wig on with these big black bug-eyed sunglasses. And still to this day, sometimes I'll be in my room and it will just like pop
in
into
your
my
head.
head that she's like standing in my doorway or something, and I
Mhm.
literally have to lay there
Mm-hmm.
paralyzed with fear
Yeah,
to this day. And it's probably like if I could go back and rewatch it, I don't even know if it would
would be
still be
scary.
that creepy. But I was probably like 7 when I saw it.
Yeah, I feel like all of those are some sort of like folklore, like pop culture thing that people have just seen and they imprint on them. Because like you said, with the Top Hat Man or whatever, you've heard other people say they've seen it, and with the Crooked Man, like 8 years after that, they made that a movie called The Crooked Man. Like so, other people are seeing it too. But I think it's just like a story that gets shared.
Wow. Not here.
No,
Not here.
not here. Pale Blue Eyes.
This song called Pale Blue Eyes came out and we're obsessed. What's the girl's name? Sydney?
Yeah, let's see. Sydney Ross Mitchell. Pale Blue Eyes.
I'll play it during our outro if I can figure out how to do that.
Okay, we'll add it in here. There's some very poignant lyrics in it that we like.
Yes, there's this one lyric that says, basically it's a song about a guy that she's loved her whole life that's now getting married to somebody else. And there's this one part that says the veil is thinner some nights, and I was just saying that I just think that's such a beautiful, sometimes I just love lyrics that like describe a feeling that I haven't been able to describe. And it's so true, like when you're like over somebody and you don't want to go back to it, like you've accepted the fact and moved on, but some nights it's like the veil is thinner.
It's very true. Also, I heard some very good Conan Gray lyrics.
Oh yeah,
on the way here.
share them, name them.
Name them. The song is called Moths, and it just came out on the deluxe version of Wishbone.
Moss.
And it said moth.
Oh,
like
moth.
moth to a flame.
Moths.
Mm-hmm. Moths. I loved a version of you that you're washing away, and I've been drowning myself trying to cover the drain. I was like, yeah, that's some good writing, Conan.
That's a
I
bar.
appreciate that. That is a bar. Good job, Conan.
So good. Poetic is what that was.
Exactly. I have a board in my kitchen that I like write my favorite like song lyrics from the week on there, and that's going on there when I get home.
Amen. We should have favorite lyrics of the week.
That's mine for this week.
And mine is
the veil. That is it. It looks like.
All right. Well, we're gonna go take a little ride on my golf cart named Ruby.
Here. Is it back?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
back.
Okay. Well, we'll be doing this again next week. 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, whenever. So in a couple weeks or in a week, who knows? But we will be doing it again. And thank you for listening and watching another episode. And tune in again. No worries if not.
Avengers podcast.
I just feel like that's as good as it's gonna get.
Okay.
Do we need this light?
That light?
Yeah.
Yes.